If you've ever wobbled putting your pants on while standing up and thought, wait, since when do I do that? Listen closely. It's not the start of decline. It's your balance telling you it has never been trained, not once, not one single day. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the 2 moves that fix that, and neither one adds a single minute to your day.
Tired of feeling stuck, unseen, or like your body isn't yours anymore? It's time for a reset. Welcome to an Ageless Life, the Midlife Reset Show, where science, movement, and mindset help you feel strong, energized, and like yourself. I'm Devi, a clinical pharmacist, Argentine tango dancer and instructor, and your guide for redefining how women thrive and grow in midlife and beyond. Let's get started.
Let me tell you about a pair of pants. I have 2 cats. Black hair, gray hair, white hair, it ends up on everything. There is a lint roller in every single room of my house, a small one in my purse, and one in my car too. It doesn't matter. I just grab the pants I always grab and do what I always did 1,000 times. Standing up on one leg, I put it through one pant leg, then shift and put it on the other to dodge the cat hair. No thought involved. One night, getting ready to go dancing, I went to do exactly that, the same way I've always done it. And I couldn't. I wobbled, caught myself on the wall. I'm thinking, what the hell? I'm a dancer. This can't be happening to me. That was the whole thought. Never mind that I'd only just started dancing, maybe 3 weeks or so before that. I was already somebody whose body doesn't do this. We can laugh about that, 3 weeks into tango and already rewriting my own story to protect the ego. But underneath the joke is the same lonely feeling from the doorway with the 40 pounds of cat litter, just a different room. We talked about that the last episode. You don't say it out loud. You just start quietly wondering what else your body might decide to do without asking you first. I was early in my tango journey then. I didn't have years of training to fall back on, so I did the thing that made sense to me. I decided to start using tango, which was already teaching me on the dance floor, and put it to work on Tuesday night in my bedroom while putting on pants. I'm Devi, clinical pharmacist for 40 years, Argentine tango instructor and dancer, and this is the Midlife Reset. This is part 2 of Still Moving. Last time we talked about strength, the account that funds the next 20 years. Now we're staying on our feet, literally. We're talking about balance. Balance isn't a category at the gym. It's not a board you stand on for 2 minutes and then check off the list. This is something you need, and you use it all day, every day. Walking in heels, walking in flats, bending down to pick something up off the floor, reaching for that thing on the top shelf, turning around when someone calls your name, putting pants on, or your skirt, standing up, or maybe shoes. The way you've done it your whole life without a second thought. Nobody notices it until it stumbles. Like the account in the last episode, you don't see the balance until you go to spend it and it's not there. Good news, same as muscle, this is trainable. Minutes a day and it responds. Balance is not one sense. It's 3 together. Feeling the floor, what your eyes see, and your inner ear. The feeling the floor is your feet and joints telling your brain what's underneath you and where your body is in space. Science calls that proprioception. Tango just calls it feeling the floor. I like to call it your body's honest sense. Your eyes tell you what's ahead of you, the space you're moving through. And your inner ear, that little structure most people have never thought about before, it tracks which way is up, even when your eyes are closed. All three are trainable. And like the signal that tells your muscles to grow, all three go a little quiet if nobody ever asks them a question. Stand still, sit still, never challenges them, and they get a little harder to hear. Ask them real questions. Your weight shift, move your eyes with intention. Let your ears do their job while you're turning. They stay sharp. You don't have to train all three today. You can start somewhere. The easiest door is the one under your feet. And the simplest way through is the walk. You've seen the standard advice, right? Stand on one foot while you brush your teeth. You get a wobble board. It works for a while, but it's limited. It's incomplete. The same way lift heavy was in our last episode. Static balance, that is, when you hold still on one foot while nothing else is moving, is kind of a test. But almost nothing in real life asks you to hold still. Life asks you to recover your balance while you're already moving, while you're turning, reaching, mid-step into a pant leg. That dynamic balance is exactly what tango trains, because every weight change on the dance floor is a small, control, loss and recovery of balance, over and over, on purpose. So let me give you two small things, not a workout, two ways to put your balance back to work on purpose instead of finding out about it in a doorway or when you have to lean against a wall. The first one is walk like it matters. Takes 10 steps, but do them slowly. Land with your heel and roll through your foot deliberately so that you feel your toes before the weight is completely committed. And the next foot moves. It's not really a strut, but it's full weight on one foot before you go to the next foot. And this is an opportunity for exploration. Think about and feel how it is when your foot hits the ground and you roll through. How does the rest of your body feel? What is it like? And there is a piece of it that most people overlook. And it seems a little backwards, but eyes up. Your feet are attached to your legs that are attached to your body, so you kind of know where they're going. So walk with your eyes up, not focused down on your feet. I know that sounds kind of strange, and most people think watching their feet will keep them safe. It's the exact opposite. Your eyes are supposed to be giving you the fixed position ahead of you, something steady to measure your movements against. Point them to the floor, and you're taking that tool away from yourself on purpose while walking. In tango, we say that the eyes also help with leading. Chin level, eyes forward, feet figure out on their own. They already know how. That is the tango walk, the simplest thing tango teaches, and the easiest way to start your training. You start your balance training because you're already doing a rough version of it every time you cross a room. Slow down on purpose for 10 steps. Eyes up, and you are training the sense in your feet and that fixed point in your eyes at the same time. It's kind of a bonus, 2 for 1. The second one, walk, stop, turn, and go. Take a few steps in a slow, deliberate way. Then stop, shift your weight onto one leg, and when you feel steady, turn your head from side to side. Think of it as you're getting ready to cross the street and you're looking both ways for traffic. If it feels solid, great. You're ready to up the ante just a little bit. And while you're standing on the one leg and turning your head from side to side, move one leg across the other so that you're then working your brain just that extra little bit. Reverse it and continue walking. You may be picturing yourself like standing on one foot with a flamingo, the bird that brings their leg up. It's not quite like that. The turning of the head is what makes this one work. It's not a still hold. It's the motion. It's that whole point where your feet are already asking a lot of you, and now your eyes and your inner ear have to keep doing their job. The exact thing that happens when you turn to somebody and that is in mid-stride that you're talking to, or when you check over your shoulder backing out of a parking space. This one trains your brain and your body at the same time. You don't need a separate 10 minutes. The hallway you already cross 10 times a day can be your tango walk. I do it in the grocery store. No one ever pays attention. I've got my cart, I'm doing that. No one knows. The next time you stop and turn to answer someone's question, that is your hold. The move does not get added to your day. It is something that is built within it. Here's what you did. You found the edges of a second thing, your balance. And maybe like me at that wall, thinking this can't be happening to me, the second half exactly. The one where your body does something you didn't authorize or want. That is 2 pillars now, strength and balance. There are still others, how to carry yourself, your focus, your stamina, and you can't judge what the next 20 years will look like until you see all of them at once in one picture. That is why I'm building your Ageless Map. It's a session where we put together the whole picture and decide what comes next. It's not open yet, but I'm making a list, and the women on that list will be the first ones in. So here's the thing to do. Email me at diana@anagelesslife.com. It's in the show notes. Put map in the subject line. That's all it takes. You're on the list, and you will be the first ones contacted when the doors open. Stay tuned for next time when we talk about how you carry yourself, posture, spine, and the way movement changes how you take up a room. I still think about that night, the one leg and the wall, and I was suddenly glad it happened. It was not the start of a decline. It was the night I decided to train the thing I'd spent my whole life using and never once practiced with intent. Your balance isn't luck, and it isn't something you're born keeping or losing. It's a skill. You already practice it every time you get dressed standing up, every time you turn toward a voice, every time you step off a curb, starting to notice what's on the other side, or those moments instead of rushing through, now you're going to think about what it is that you're doing. You're already training. And the next time you catch yourself doing something that you've done 1,000 times and it holds, no wobble, no wall, you'll know exactly why. Aging is an upgrade. Let's decide how you're going to spend the next 20 years. Something is about to happen, and I'm so excited for you. That's it for today. Bye for now.
That's it for this reset. Thank you for spending this time with me. If today's episode gave you something to think about, I'd love to have you subscribe so you never miss what's next. And remember to grab your free gift, your Midlife Superpower, 5 simple power moves to feel like yourself again. The address for this is, or link is, anagelesslife.com/superpower. Thanks again. Bye-bye.